Tap in 420 who? That bud. I know you didn't think I would leave you or forsake you. Let me tell you guys, I'm so excited. I call this being blessed. I have the king of podcasts. Before there was any of y'all, this is who I was listening to, high-end radio. If you do not agree, you've not been here. Thank you. No, it is a privilege, an honor to have you. Like, I got to get on my grown woman. I might flirt. You know, I used to do that. But we do that at the end. Okay. Right now, I have a... You are a legend. You're a legend. What'd you say?
I know your husband now.
That's okay.
I'm scared of that.
You ain't scared. Shout out, Marty.
Shout out, Marty. No,
but look, seriously, like, just having you here, the conversations that we've had prior, this is an honor to have you here. Okay, because San Diego, if you don't know, worldwide, this man, you've opened the floodgates for all of us. So I count your privilege. But tell me who you are, Mr. Blakk, and what you do.
This is your boy Joe Blakk, high-end radio, and I have to say this. Thank you. I'm humbled, and I speak for the whole staff, and it just wasn't me. So I got to shout out Mr. Caper, my co-host, 23 with the bag, my little bro, and anyone else involved. Tim, shout out to you. And man, you actually fucked me up right now. You fucked me up with that shit right there.
It's organic. It's like, it's really how, you see how I treat you. I always respect you. Humble. Because I know who opened the door. I know who I mirror. I know who I watch. I listen to and I pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been doing this, and I don't think you get your flowers. I want you to have your flowers now. I see you, and I appreciate what you do for me and for our city and just for hip hop as a whole. Because you work with everybody.
Man, I don't even know how to respond to that, Sherry, for real. Yeah. I'm just glad to see you doing your thing. How about that?
I'm trying to hear you.
Because it went from you being you to you running these battles that I love hip hop battles. I love battle rap. To the Cut It, Roll It, Smoke It brand, all the way to right now. Don't stop, you're still cutting it, still rolling it, you're still smoking it.
You know me, hold on. Speaking of which, thank you. I appreciate that, and I just needed that. Thank you.
For sure, sure. Man.
You didn't know somebody's looking at you like that, huh?
No. And at the end of the day, it's like, I don't look for the accolades, man. I really don't. We did this to fill a void. Straight up. Shout out to Jack D, CooperVillageSignals.net. They ran it down to me and said, go. And I went. You know what I'm saying? I figured it's enough old rappers in San Diego. I'm cool. I'm gonna let them do their thing. And I'm gonna try to create a platform to showcase and highlight San Diego artists. And it turned into something else.
Yeah, because I see you everywhere, not just in San Diego.
Like Mitchie Smith.
Yeah.
Joe Blakk is everywhere too.
That's right, Mitchie. Shout out Wrong Time.
Shout out Wrong Time, no doubt.
Well, okay, so since this is 420 show, you know me, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna get the buzz. What are you smoking? No, I'm about to ask you. I'm smoking Runts Burst.
Okay.
And I don't have any wax and all that other shit. I just smoke flower. What you smoking?
I'm smoking some Tahoe. I like Tahoe.
Okay.
I like to supercharge my joints with wax. So if anybody know, if you want to smoke with me,
okay.
Expect 89 to 90% THC.
I love it. Okay, so how long you been smoking weed?
Since I was 2.
No,
I'm just playing. No, honestly, I love it. There's nothing better than some good weed in the morning. Keep your thought process together.
Okay.
Because at first I was just abusing it. Now, I utilize it.
Okay. So medicinal. It's more medicinal now.
No, it's definitely not medicinal.
You just said that for the camera.
Okay, it's medicinal. I can't sleep at night.
That's it. I'm not gonna say glaucoma. I'm gonna say cucuma.
Boom. There you go.
Okay, well, I do have to ask you this though. Okay, what's your favorite 420 munchie pie? You know we do this every show, so 420 munchie pie means what's your go-to food or snack that you love after you get high. And everybody says tacos, so please. I don't want to hear about another taco shop.
Is it a snack or a full-on meal?
You do full-on meals when you're high?
Because I'm a real, and you know, don't judge me. I'm cool with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, I like that. That's dope. That's dope.
But it gotta be chased with chocolate milk or Kool-Aid.
Man, That's too sweet.
That's
I gotta
or,
have.
not
That's too
and.
sweet.
Either or. That's the whole point.
He said that's the whole. That's the
point.
420 munchie pie.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, peanut butter. Shout out BB and J.
Okay, look. I know some of our watchers know who you are, know what you really do, but I know that you are a legend with some of the people that you not only interview, but I understand you're managing now. So there's a lot of areas we want to touch on in a short period of 15 minutes. Otherwise, well, you know my producer.
They're gonna cut the light off.
Yeah, he's gonna cut the light off, and I know him. So
Yes,
I want tell them a little bit about who you are, what you've done, and which not only just what you've done for San Diego, but some of the choices and why.
Boom.
That's a whole what? So basically, I can sit back and smoke weed and watch you.
Hey, it's crazy because the formula that we use at High End Radio is, in the beginning, it was to attract the listeners.
Okay.
So we figured, okay, how can we attract the listeners? They ain't tripping off Joe Blakk and Mr. K, but they don't know who the hell we is.
Right.
Okay, so let's go get some semi-celebrities around the town, if need be, or elsewhere. Make that the focal point because people will pay attention, but then throw my independent peoples up in there to make sure they get some look too.
Right.
So, with that, it grew, and then it's like we're doing events, and, we used to get kicked out of the BET awards. To where now, prior to the pandemic, we have access to, things like that.
Right.
And
why'd you get kicked out?
because we didn't have access. But we were relentless about getting the story.
I got you.
I
love it. There it is.
So
go hard.
Go, man, or go somewhere else. For real. And with that came the platform growing, being able to deal with new and up and coming working artists.
Thank you. There's a difference.
And I stress the word working.
Because a lot.
It gives me an opportunity to, to rock with cats like 8-year-old CJR, my boy from New Orleans, LB, Dago Rock, who cats ain't even up on, but they're definitely gonna get a bar up. And I know a lot of people say that, but I'm super serious about this. However, it's really about, it's never like me and Caper are the dope podcast. Nah, it's never about that.
Right.
It's about being attached to the dope shit.
There
and these independent artists have the dope shit.
They do, yeah.
We just have to deliver it a certain way because just like they're independent artists, we're independent content creators. So our method works for us, and I think me and your producer were speaking on that earlier. My method may not work for you, but hey, everything finds their own lane. Just use your blinker before you get over. Straight up.
So now I gotta ask you this.
Okay.
Did you ever rap?
Absolutely, I'm bored up.
Okay.
What?
Because I'm trying to figure out where did all this come from. You started off as a rapper.
I started off loving hip hop.
There it is.
I love hip hop so much that I remember the day 92.5 played Sugar Hill. Yep, I'm old like that. If there's ever going to be a real hip hop quiz show, I'm on that bitch to win. Trust me. And then it translated into doing music. I mean, who didn't want to be a rapper at one point in their life? For real. And at that time, I didn't know the formula. I just figured we'll go in here and make some dope music, and the homies in the hood like that. Didn't see anything past that. So obviously, not seeing nothing past that, we didn't see any return on investment.
Exactly.
So, you know the story.
Yeah.
Boom, rap didn't work out, so you know the story. Hence, just loving music. Because I loved rock before I loved hip hop.
Really?
But I'm like one of the biggest Led Zeppelin fans.
That's a whole nother show. You gotta go back.
Please.
That's people don't understand.
No.
But
you know what's crazy, Sherry? And keep it a buck. I'm a fan of dope songwriting.
Right.
And you get a lot of that in rock. I mean, you get it everywhere. So I'm not putting nobody out. But you get it really swell in rock music. And a lot of songwriters who wrote for Whitney wrote some of these classic rock songs that, that we're in love with. In Through the Outdoors, So Blind, So Tired by Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, I just love songwriting. So when it comes to today's hip hop, and my hip hop and the hip hop that's within me, yeah, I'm still barred up. Just putting it out there.
I love it. I love it.
Straight up.
Okay, so then now we got to move them up. That's about the rap. Then when did you get into this podcasting? Because there's a lot I need.
2010.
Wow.
I came off vacation, and my boy Coop told me over his sickness, you should do a podcast. The fucking podcast. Online radio.
Great.
Oh, okay, cool, I got that. I'm gonna get a call, so we're gonna do it. So I linked up with my boy Caper, my little brother 23, and we was playing songs and no one was listening. He said, you're doing it wrong. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, bro, the music is a bonus. The podcast is about the conversation. This was 2010.
Right.
Alright?
Okay.
I still don't have a clue on what the hell the podcast is, but we're gonna talk about some shit. And big shout out to my little bro iRock, straight up, because he was our first guest to bring that conversation and had the whole town in a frenzy. Check our YouTube channel. I ain't even gonna front. San Diego artists. Something negative that y'all wasn't feeling. They wasn't feeling it.
Right.
But he made a valid point.
Right.
You know, the same air and atmosphere is available to everyone. And if you think that you can sit at home and just do music and think that you're going to get on like that, it's not going to happen. And there's too much of that everywhere. Bad enough they all sound alike. And I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, that's hot. Okay, so then tell me, how is it that, because you did a lot in San Diego, right?
Yes.
But I noticed you step outside of San Diego, something I love to do.
Right. Right. You have
And
to.
I don't think people understand. Can we respect you? You talk about this
Yeah,
with me,
oh
bro.
my God.
Because they
Talk about
don't.
the hate. That's the hate.
So, like, it's not our fault that we go somewhere and it's still hip hop, or it's I'm a rap battle league owner. I don't give a damn where you are. If you battle, spit me some bars and let's talk, right?
Yeah.
So, or do you smoke weed? I don't give a fuck where you are. Let's talk. So let's talk about the fact that you don't just keep it here in San Diego and how that came about.
We had to compete. And when I say compete, like not be better than, but we're from San Diego. And when you talk homegrown radio, when you talk No Jumper,
Yeah.
you talk Breakfast Club. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story about that in a second. You can say high-end radio too. And that's for the tag.
Right.
For real, you from LA? Nah, I'm from San Diego, bro. But I'll pull up and land wherever if it's, for the cause,
Right.
for the culture.
Yeah.
Prior to the pandemic, you can check. It's online, it's all facts. For about 3 months, every interview that hit the Breakfast Club, tapped into high-end radio right after. Jasmine Brand, Nori, and I'm not saying to toot my horn, it's just, this is really for the town, seriously. I don't say I'm Joe Blakk, Mr. Caper, high-end radio, we from LA. No, we from Dago, straight up. And that's just what it is. You have to come to Dago to really see what our hip-hop culture is about. It's not whack, it's not minuscule. It's really some dope shit going on out here. And, we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do it for. That's what everybody, they rap, they represent the town. We podcast, we represent the town.
That part.
Straight up.
Okay, so.
But I got a question though.
What?
I got a question. When we gonna have the Cut It, Roll It, Smoke It Cannabis Awards to these local growers? Because over the pandemic, I learned how to grow some pretty good.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, guess what? You heard it first where? On here, 420 with your girl Sherry Eli. Okay? How about we gonna put that together?
Man, that would be epic. Anyway, who wants to do it? We'll Cut It, Roll It, Smoke.
Hello.
Straight up.
Okay, look, I can't go any further without you talking about your new artist, LB.
LB's crazy. Cause check this out, and I don't mean crazy like in a bad way. It's like I forgot how we even linked up. But I'm used to when I deal with new artists, whether it's for marketing, promo, for whatever. You know, they're usually like somewhere else.
Right.
I think we spoke for like 2 or 3 days. And I'm like, well, bro, you know, we can link up. I drive to LA all the time. He was like, no, I'm in San Diego. What?
What? Oh,
okay. Yeah. And I'm automatically intrigued because, you know, he's from New Orleans. I'm a big football fan, and I don't like the fact that Drew Brees went over there years ago.
Oh, you talking about right here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, I just want to shout out my family from the South.
But I'm a fan of hip hop, and you know, I've heard the auto tune. If you have a record with auto tune and you're singing, chances are I've heard it before. and I'm so heavy on that, and I, you know, no disrespect to artists, everyone's doing a great job, but he sounds different. You know what I'm saying? His grind is relentless. He does not mind investing in himself.
Okay.
You know,
that's first and foremost.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't understand. It takes money to make money.
I would say something.
Follow her.
Yeah, this is important. Look, if you don't invest in yourself, here are the things that can happen. You become a hobbyist, in my opinion. Ooh. You know, this is an era where there's a ton of rappers. A lot of them sound alike. LB ready to put the work in. Visuals, the photos, the music, the footwork, the shows if it's worth it. You know, he's not ready to just jump in and do a show. You know, it has to fit my genre of hip hop. Isn't that the beautiful thing about hip hop? We got so many genres to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, and he's not the only artist, you know, that's out there sounding unique. And again, I don't know if y'all are up on CJR. This cat's 8 years old. And I met him at an event in LA, and his pops is his manager, his Popager.
I love it, Popager.
All he had to do was stand by and make sure no one kidnapped his kid. This 8-year-old had it on lock.
Really?
This 8-year-old had it on lock. Yeah. The networking, business cards with the QR code on the back, QB code on the back. He'll spit for you if you need to spit for you. He has production from Battle Cat. You know, it's like...
It's
8. Roger that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Dago Rock. Another cat. You know, it's just... Hip-hop is so... dope. And we're leaving a lot of the dopeness out.
Prior to the pandemic, you and the games manager.
Wow.
I'm sorry, there's an elephant in the room, and I just want to ask you myself.
Okay.
What was that about? That's the games manager.
Wack 100.
Yeah.
Wack 100.
What was that about? Just because, you know, I don't know. I want to know.
Okay. Boom. There was a conversation he and I had about the game and a brand Prolific. Not going to get all into it. He worked something out with Nip's brother somewhere during the funeral stages after Nip's assassination. Boom. So I called Wack. Let's do an interview. Let's talk about this Prolific thing. I'll call you back. All right, cool. No problem. He normally calls back, and he did. So I said, okay, you ready? Let's talk about it? Boom, let's do it. He started talking about the Prolific, and somewhere along the line, I maybe think he forgot that we was recording and took it to the left on some not kind words towards Nip. But I'm not saying this to stir the pot anymore because it's dead and gone. Because my thing with this is, what Wack said, it's just the way he said it. However, I got a real close friend that worked at TMZ at the time, and I let her hear a piece of it. she knew a bigger blogger that just went ballistic. See, the audio's never been played. So once he assumed that I was trying to assassinate him without me explaining to him, it was Joe Blakk is this and this and that all on Instagram. So I figured, I don't even go back and forth with artists online. So I'm not going to do it with a person whose platform is way bigger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've made a few phone calls and, because people were threatening, it was about, it could have turned ugly. It could have.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it's about. And for the record, High-End Radio does not get views off messy bullshit. And that's not what that was about. That's why the audio has never been dropped. Mm-hmm. And my issue with him was, bro, you're lying, saying that you didn't know we were recording. But if you check his interview on Nick Cannon show, he clearly says, if you listen to the interview, he said he'll drop the audio if you subscribe to his YouTube channel. I was at, 22,000 at the time of that happened, subscribers. I don't need subscribers that bad. I just didn't like to be lied on and look like I'm a clout chaser, and that's not the case. Other than that, he's a dope businessman. If you're an artist and he's fucking with you, he'll put you on. But when it came to me, he lied. Period. Straight up. And shit. But we're all here to live another day.
That's it.
Straight up.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. On that note,
Yes, ma'am.
we're going to go out with them knowing your favorite weed
Oh.
and how they can find you.
Okay, my favorite weed, sativa or indica, or can I get both?
You can do both.
Okay, my favorite sativa is Durban Poison.
Wait, hold on.
Love it. Durban Poison is the shit.
Really?
Yeah. Trust me. And
Okay.
then my favorite indica. Ooh. You know what I'm gonna go with? Some San Fernando Valley OG.
Okay, you like the original.
Can't
See?
go wrong with that.
Okay, you heard it where folk 20 with your girl Sherry Tap In. See, I like them to hear the original strains. All these new strains, they're cool. Particularly cereal milk.
OG skunk.
Oh my God. Skunk, all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, but they got to find out one thing. We'll educate them on weed again because we're gonna have to have another show.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll come back.
Man, please.
You promise?
I'll walk.
Okay. I love it. Okay, so we got to tell them where they can find you because if they know like I know, if you know like I know, you'll you'll listen to his podcast. I've learned so much. I admire you. You have to come back because we didn't even get to tap on some of the things that I've learned from your podcast, from you, for me and my business. And
This is enough for me.
Yeah. Oh.
Just don't stop.
Oh, thank you.
Straight up.
So how can they hear you or when
Well,
Your YouTube.
honestly, there's no schedule. We randomly drop content, mix shows, Instagram, high_N_radio1, YouTube, HER, High-End Radio. Google us, High-End Radio, your boy Joe Blakk and Mr. K. Boom.
Shout out to Kevin next. Shout out, Angel. Okay.